Hey everyone, it's Jessica. I don't know how many of you have or use the Cuttlebug or have even heard of the Cuttlebug, but this is kind of my new obsession. I really love it. I mean, I have my Explorer right here, but there are additional things that the Cuttlebug does that I think make it a great addition to your craft room or just, playing around with stuff if you like to make cards especially. Or if you want to add embellishments to decorations around your house or picture frames or whatever. Anyway, the Cuttlebug, I don't know why, it just got me addicted. So I thought I would share with you what it is, how you use it, and just one kind of example cut using the Cuttlebug. So first of all, this is the Cuttlebug, this little tiny machine. This is it. And it has a hand crank, so it's a little bit kind of old school type thing, but that's what I like about it. It has a suction base, although I have found that I still have to kind of hold it down sometimes when I'm running material through it. I don't know if it's my table that's not very suction-y or whatever you want to call it, but anyway, so to get it to suction down to the table, all you actually have to do, there's two sides to this. They're both identical, doesn't matter which way you use it, but you open them both at the same time and it suctions to the table, which you can see right now it's on there. I'm pulling on it and it's not coming up. But when I start running my material through, for whatever reason, I don't know if I just jostle it too much, but it starts coming loose, so then I have to hold it down. But anyway, if you get a Cuttlebug, you get your machine, you get an A plate, and you get 2 B plates that come with it, and you also get a rubber mat. So I'll show you what each of those does in just a minute. Some things you can do, you can get different dies and cut out intricate designs. So sometimes I know on the Explorer, some of the really intricate designs are kind of hard to do, and then you got to weed them and everything. But with the die cutters, this one's not very intricate obviously, but with the die cutters you can really get going on some intricate designs, and it makes it simple. And then you also have embossing folders. So in here you place your material, has a pattern, you run it through the machine, and then that pattern transfers onto whatever you're doing. So I'll show you first a die cut. It's pretty simple. What you do anytime you're going to do a die cut is you have your A plate, and then you put on your rubber mat. So I'll see if I can show you here. You have your A plate, you have your rubber mat on top of that. Then you put on one of your B plates, and I have one plate designated specifically for being on the bottom and one designated for being on the top, because when you use this one you do actually cut into the plate, so I just keep one for that purpose. So on the first one you place your die, and then you put your material on, and
can I come in?
Yes, you can come in, my daughter. You have to stay over there, okay, 'cause you have to get cleaned up.
Mommy?
So you have any size material as long as it is not wider than can fit through here. It doesn't matter how long it is, it just has to fit through there. So then you place that on your...
Wait, is Austin here?
Austin is not here, honey. You place that on your die. I'm going to stand up. You won't be able to see me, but I want to be able to kind of show you this. So you have your plates, you have your die, and then you place your material on there. Obviously, this is just a scrap piece of paper. Honey, don't stand over here. You don't have any clothes on. Please go over there. You place your material on. I just grabbed a scrap piece for demo purposes, so if you're really doing a project, you want to make sure that it fits. This one is obviously not as wide, but if I turn it, I turn my die, then it should fit. So you can turn them any way you want. So if I place that on there, I place my final plate on top, and then I'm going to run the whole thing through the machine. Okay, here you go. Take it out in the living room, okay?
Okay.
You place the whole thing in the machine, and I usually have to kind of hold it to get it started, but then you just start cranking. It goes through, I push down because like I said, it usually comes loose. You will hear some cracking, that's normal. It cuts into that top plate, that's normal. And then you just pull it out and you remove. You have your designs cut out from your die. This one happens to be a little bow that you can place on a gift or a card. I have little hands trying to grab everything here, as you can see. So anyway, you just bend it over and it makes a little bow.